Hello there, today I will be giving a makeover to this electronics case. I got this case for two reasons. One, to hold my electronics when I go camping, and two, to paint on it. The surface was just so plain and blank, it just looked so paintable I had to do it. It's a neat little case and it's really handy for putting power banks and cords in when I go camping. Before I did any drawing or painting on the case, I chose to draw out a little thumbnail and practice to just figure out what I wanted to do. Then I drew directly on the case with a Prismacolor color erase pencil. I'm using fabric paint to paint the case, and in between each coat I would blow dry it with my hair dryer. Hair dryers really speed up paint drying, so I really recommend finding one for your art projects. I used to use a heat gun, but it would get way too hot, and then my heat gun started to smell like it was burning, so I thought it was probably not safe to keep using that, and I switched to a hair dryer. Since I really only take this camping, my theme is camping. Any references I use are pictures of Priest Lake, Idaho that I took myself. I went camping at Priest Lake twice this summer, and I took a lot of pictures and videos because it is so pretty there. If you want to see some of them, you can see it on my channel Zuzu the Dog, or my other channel, Delight in Nature. I spent roughly 4 days across 2 different weeks to work on this. And I'm pretty sure most of that time I spent mixing colors because fabric paint does not come in a big variety of colors to pre-buy. You have to mix a lot of it yourself. So I spent a lot of time making greens and blues. Once the first side was done, I let it dry and flipped it over to start on the second side. The first side ended up soaking up a lot of paint, so for the second side I chose to be smart and do a base coat first, and that saved me a lot of paint. This second side is a loose rendition of a picture I took of Priest Lake, with mountains in the background and then 2 little islands that are on the lake. I accidentally went a little overboard with the water highlights. When it was time to paint the spine, I thought I would be smart and tape it off, but the tape was not sticking at all, so I ripped it off, threw it away, and freehanded it. I used some leftover green paint to paint the spine. Once both sides were done, I touched up the zippered edge with some black paint. I went over the whole thing with a gloss varnish that's meant for leather paint. Hopefully the leather varnish works the same on fabric paint as it would on leather paint. Here it is all done. I can't wait to take it camping next summer. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my other 2 channels. Bye!